My name is John Monopoly, and this is an Eventnoire exclusive. It was 97 or 98. I was managing a producer, DJ, artist named The Twilight Tone. It was actually two-part. I helped him make some money pretty quickly, and I got him on two different shows on BET. It was like Planet Groove and Rap City or something like that. It's the same day. They both ran on the same day. And he said, "You got so much game, I'm gonna call you Monopoly." And that's how it all came together. John Johnson is my father. He passed away when I was very young. And him and his brothers, my uncles, Robert and George, started Johnson Products, which was, very popular hair care brand. And they also were the founding sponsors behind Soul Train. One of my main focuses outside of working with Kanye is definitely Eventnoire. They have a great executive staff and it's a great product, great platform. I'm also a part of a gaming platform called Game Lancers, where gamers can basically play each other for money. And then there's a social monetization company that I'm a part of as well that we're going to be taking to market within the next few months. So I'm doing a couple of things outside of music. I understood it because I'm a promoter myself by trade. I started in entertainment as a promoter first, me understanding the need for something like this in the marketplace. And then they have a great executive team of smart promoters and just young entrepreneurs that really made it attractive to me. It's important for us to own our own music, to own our own intellectual property, because we need to be able to hand down this property to our kids and grandkids so that they can reap the benefits of our hard work. It doesn't make sense just to make music or create any type of art just to give it away for somebody else to benefit from it, and you don't benefit from it, and your family doesn't benefit from it. My secret to success is that I always keep my eyes open, and I like to try to think. I keep my ear just to the street, man. Like always just looking for the new thing, the next thing, whether it's the next designer or producer or rapper or whatever. I'm just always looking for that next creative. Yeah, just always in search. That's the secret. I got my start in the business as a promoter when I was 13 years old. I was throwing hip hop parties all throughout the city. And then by the time I was like 14, 15, I became a hip hop concert promoter. And I was partnering with some older guys, but a lot of times I was just kind of raising the money from friends and family and just hustling and making it happen. So a lot of the early hip hop shows in the city, I was a part of the promotion for. When I was 19 years old, I met J Boogie and the Brat. I met Boogie because I was a sound engineer at a recording studio, and I did promotion for a recording studio that Boogie and some of his artists were recording at. And I was promoting a DOS Effects concert that was like my latest project. And he loved the invite for my show. And he hired me to do a party for him at the Click. And then after that went well, he hired me to help run the label for him and the Brat. And it was really made a huge impact on my life and career, because up until that point, I had just been kind of working for myself, and I was an entrepreneur, just kind of putting plays together and, raising money for shows here and there, but I wasn't in a situation where I was actually like running a label. And this was like me, having a real opportunity to see if I had what it takes to actually, run a functioning label, because we had a deal through Loud Records, Steve Rifkin, PMP, Paul Stewart, and Steve Rifkin, and it was like a real thing, So it made a huge impact on my life. It was really my first opportunity to really show what I had. I always wanted to be in the music business, although even when I was a party promoter and a concert promoter, my plan was always to try to use those relationships and use that skill set that I was developing to get into the business. It was never the final step. It was always just a step. I was always just trying to kind of pushing my whole, whether it was me going to New York, and I moved to New York 3-4 different times because, you know, now culturally LA is more the place to be for music, but back in the day, hip hop, if you wanted to get into business, it was all about going to New York, getting it at a company, and hustling and seeing if you can make it. I always just pushed myself just to try to succeed and to try to always just get in the game. And that's why I was so happy when Boogie and Brat gave me the opportunity to actually work at a label. And I just been blessed since then. I knew Kanye was the one because I had never heard anybody put together beats and rhymes the way that he did even 30 years ago when I met him. As crazy as this may sound, he's always been the best. Always. You just didn't know it yet. My relationship with Kanye has evolved into a true friendship and a real strong business relationship as well. That's my brother. I love him to death, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. Now, as far as the presidential run, I cannot confirm or deny anything, but I would just say keep your eyes open and don't be surprised if you see him running again. The advice that I have for anybody managing somebody like a megastar like a Kanye West is, if you're gonna be working with him really in any capacity, you're gonna have to have a very flexible sleep schedule, because there's a lot of things that need to get handled at all times of the day and night, and you're gonna have to be, you know, ready to hustle and handle the business. COVID has impacted my industry because there's no opportunity for any live performance globally. And it's gonna be this way for at least another year, it looks like. So that's cut out a significant portion of our revenue. Now, we're creative and we're entrepreneurs, so we're finding ways around that, but still, you know, that's a lot of money that's, you know, we can't touch. You know what I mean? So we just gotta be creative, whether it's doing virtual stuff or strategic partnerships or whatever it is, we just gotta find ways to hustle and make that money back. But yeah, it's definitely had a huge impact on anything in the live entertainment space. And it's gonna be this way for quite some time. Who I would say is next up from Chicago, I really like Joe Fresh Goods. I like how he move, I like what he's doing. I like the impact that he's having on the culture. I like that whole Fat Tiger thing. And I think, you know, him and Vic doing something real. So I will keep my eye on them for sure. There's a couple other kids that I got my eye on outside of Chicago. But the Chicago, I say Joe, he's next. What do we do about the violence in Chicago? Then we gotta figure out how to have different guys from different crews have real conversations with one another without any real interference. But it's so tough, man, because some of this stuff is so deep and there's so much killing and bad blood on one side. You don't really know how to fix it because some of these wounds are just so deep. I wish I knew the answer. The accomplishments that I'm most proud of in my career, 2006, when we got all them Grammys and we took over the world. I remember taking a picture with my cousin Don at the Grammy party that my wife put together for us. And it was the biggest party, Grammy weekend. And Kanye won all the Grammys. And we were just laughing because we used to sit around and just throw these parties. And, you know, we had Kanye open for Jay-Z when we did Jay-Z in '96, hoping that one day we could get with Jay. And now we the ones, you know, so. The greatest event that I've ever attended was an event that I helped produce. My wife actually produced it. It was her event for Kanye's last Ye album in Wyoming. And it was the most expensive urban or hip hop event ever. It was a multi-million-dollar event. We had private jets coming from all over the world, flying people in. All kind of celebrities, A-list celebrities, Seth Rogen, Chris Rock, Jonah Hill, just like huge iconic celebrities. Yeah, that was definitely the biggest and best, most expensive, most well attended, It was huge, multi-million dollars, couple million, over 2 million, matter of fact. What artists should do in today's times and climate with no live performances, they should invest their money in digital marketing, from YouTube promotion to playlisting on Spotify to whatever activation they can get with Apple Music, anything in the digital space and the social space. Whether it's influencer stuff that you could do with TikTok and Triller, or influencer stuff on Instagram and Facebook, I would do whatever you can in the digital and the social space.